Hey, Steele from Steele the Show here, and this is Halloween week. Today we are reviewing 10 Cloverfield Lane. So I just want to say it's been a while since I've seen this movie. I saw it when it was in theaters, and while I did see it twice, I might be a bit foggy on the details. So this movie's been out for long enough that at the end of the review, I'm going to talk about some spoiler things. Don't worry, I'll put up a fair spoiler warning before that happens, so you can watch the first part of the review if you haven't seen the movie yet. So basically, the plot of this movie is a woman named Michelle, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, wakes up in an underground bunker with John Goodman's Howard and John Gallagher Jr.'s Emmett, and basically they tell her that the world has ended and you can't go outside because of radiation. One thing to notice about what I just said, I remembered all the characters' names, which doesn't usually happen. I usually just remember them by their actors, as long as they're big name actors. If they're smaller actors, I just remember them by, like, that guy with the weird hair or whatever. But in this movie, they're so memorable. There's great acting all around. I love these characters. Okay, so Michelle and Emmett, who have both been sort of abducted by Howard, sort of not, they're kind of foggy on the details. They start to suspect that Howard's not actually telling the truth and that the outside world is fine. He's holding both of them captive, I guess. But the movie keeps throwing you clues to both sides. At one point, it looks like Howard actually is crazy, but the next moment, you'll see something that makes you think, oh no, the world must be ending. And you don't really find out till the very end what the truth is, and it holds you in your place, and it's wonderful. First-time director Dan Trachtenberg does a great job with everything in this movie. The cinematography is great, the suspense is great, the horror aspects are great, visual effects, sound effects. I can't think of a thing in this movie that I don't love, actually. I can't wait to see what stuff this guy does in the future. So I'm going to get into spoilers. I'm going to go ahead and rate this movie for all of you who don't want to be spoiled. 10 Cloverfield Lane is fantastic. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, I think, and currently for 2016 is battling for the first or second spot of the year. I'll have to watch Hell or High Water again to decide which is better, but currently 10 Cloverfield Lane is number one. Alright, so spoiler warning, if you haven't seen this movie, go see it, and then come back and finish this review, because I need the views. Alright, you've been warned, you should be gone if you don't want to be spoiled. So first of all, the part where Emmett dies is just terrifying and awesome at the same time. It's scary, it's unexpected, it really solidifies John Goodman's character of Howard. And man, his character is crazy, like, this guy is messed up. John Goodman does a great job playing the part, and I'm gonna say it's one of the best performances of the year, if not the best. And I love how the movie makes you question whether or not he's actually crazy, because his actions are like, he is just being protective of them. If there's an apocalypse, he's gonna be upset and be angry like this. It kind of makes sense. But on the other hand, you kind of want him to be crazy. The decision to make both of these things true is an interesting one. The first time I watched the movie, I thought it was kind of weird. I wasn't a huge fan. But the second time, it really makes sense. John Goodman ending up as like this crazy murderer type creates a lot of suspense and tension with the main characters at the end. And then finding out there's actually aliens ties it back into the Cloverfield universe. I think. I don't know, I'm thinking there's gonna be like a third movie that ties them together, but who's to say? So I think that's it for 10 Cloverfield Lane. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a great, great movie. Now you may have noticed the Halloween week thing me and Sam are doing. If you want to leave a suggestion for a theme week, please do so in the comments. We're not going to get many suggestions, so if you leave a suggestion, you're very likely going to be chosen. As always, like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed. And remember, steal the show.